Hi, I'm Dave Cotton. Well, have you ever wondered how you would feed your family in the event of a prolonged emergency? Augason Farms is the leader in the emergency food industry, and Mark Augason, the president of Augason Farms, joins us. Mark, thanks for joining us. What kind of foods are available, and how are they prepared during a crisis?
Yes, thank you so much for having me today. Augason Farms, what kind of foods do we have? Well, we have every single food in the food group category. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, protein, vegetables, fruits, all the above. So if you're thinking food, you're thinking a grocery store, Augason Farms has really procured and secured the ingredients supply from a grocery store, basically in a concept that you can use at home in the case of an emergency, or in the case of an emergency could be, hey, I didn't have any onions, I need to use my Augason Farms onions. Augason Farms has really developed a long-term shelf-stable food product that just adds water and works on everyday events as well as in emergencies.
All right, you said just add water, but I'm guessing that this food is really tasty even in regular times.
Yes, absolutely. We have a lot of people that we kind of call it practicing your preparedness. It's the people that like to understand their food. They want to know how it works, how it fits in with their normal meal plans. Augason Farms food is conceptually some of the best food out there. It's put in a big package, so you might you don't see it exactly like you do in a grocery store, but I'm telling you the food is just as equivalent or better than grocery store food. All we're doing is controlling the environment that the food's stored in. So when I have powdered milk, when I have powdered butter, when I have powdered eggs, I have all these things that are very important. A lot of the perishables that you might have in your kitchen that don't store for a very long period of time, Augason Farms has developed that process for you guys by adding water to a butter powder, and it can reconstitute into a stick of butter. It can make a butter spread. It can do all kinds of great things.
That's really cool. And with inflation a concern, Augason Farms products can really become money savers, especially when it comes to eggs. Tell us about your egg products.
Yeah, egg products are from day one in our 50-year history. Augason Farms whole egg powder has been one of our #1 items. Milk, eggs, strawberry. But let me tell you about the eggs. The eggs are fantastic, 10-year shelf life. So any package you buy, either a pouch or a can of Augason Farms eggs, you're getting 10-year shelf life out of it. They're not going to go rancid. They're not going to go bad. You open the can up in 10 years, and it's like having fresh cracked eggs. So really, really, really usable in those type of formats. I don't need refrigeration. I don't need power. I can store perishable foods in an Augason Farms container for up to 10, 20, 30 years of shelf life.
And that kind of goes right into my next question. How should families gauge the quantity of food that they need, and how can you customize those food packages for families?
Yeah, great question. So I get a lot of people saying, hey, Mark, where do I start? What should I do first? I said, well, first evaluate how many people you think you're going to store food for. What do you think your duration is? We suggest 30 days and greater if possible. And then we just determine adults, children, and just kind of start factoring in some type of caloric intake by day and by duration. So it sounds confusing, but once I know how many people I'm preparing for, how long I might be preparing for, I know I can't predict how long my disaster might be. Hopefully it's very short. But if it's long term, I want to make sure I have the strategy put in place with Augason Farms food products and their top sellers, the best products that they have, and I want to make sure I'm putting in the most needed products. So really we fall back to our perishable items. Those are really the most needed items. If refrigeration goes down, power goes out, I want milk, I want eggs, even strawberries and other things like that are perishable. Augason Farms offers great things like eggs, butter powder, strawberries, you name it. So I could go through the list and list, but we've really focused on getting the right amount of food in the right package for the right purpose of the family that's looking for preparedness.
That's amazing. You think about emergency foods, you think about foods that are canned, so it's amazing to hear that you guys deal in even perishable foods. So that's kind of the what. How about the where? Where do people go to find Augason Farms products?
And that's the coolest thing. My journey in life has been trying to get Augason Farms in the distribution areas of every single person out there. So you can find it in your local Walmart stores. Look at your Walmart stores. You can go online to walmart.com. You can find it on amazon.com. You can also go to augasonfarms.com. Find all of our items. You can get involved with the community there and see how other people might prep and prepare some of their food storage.
All right. Well, I know it's a family company, a lot of history, now in its 50th year. Customer satisfaction, we're told, with a Google review of 4.5 stars. So obviously you're doing something right. Mark Augason, president of Augason Farms, we appreciate this valuable information.
Yes, thank you so much for having me today. And remember, preparedness starts today, not during or after a disaster. We want to prepare before any of that happens. So going and finding Augason Farms will help you do that.
Great point. That'll be our mantra. Thanks again, Mark.
Yes, thank you.